Hello everyone! Welcome to my new channel. This is going to be my very first attempt at YouTubing. I have never vlogged before. My name is Dr. Emily Maiden. I am currently an assistant professor in political science at the University of North Florida, which is in sunny, very sunny, had to close my blinds, too sunny, Jacksonville, Florida. And I've been wanting to create this channel for a while, and the pieces have kind of aligned. I have access to great resources here at UNF to help me put this together and do some of the editing and use some of the hardware. So we're gonna give this a try. And what I'm wanting to do with this channel is have it essentially be a space for me to have virtual office hours. And I'll get to that in a second about why I think it's so important to have office hours, have accessibility for students, and just have a better way of reaching the students than the traditional, I am in my office at set hours at a given time during the week. But let me start with a little bit of intro about me, since this is the first video I'm attempting to do. So as I said, I'm currently an assistant professor. My disciplinary expertise is political science as well as peace studies. I have a PhDs in political science and peace studies from the University of Notre Dame. And now here at UNF, I am teaching. My fields of expertise are comparative politics and international relations. And then within those fields, I have regional expertise in sub-Saharan Africa, Southern Africa in particular, but I have a lot of thematic interests. My research tends to go kind of all over the place. In terms of teaching, I am currently teaching things like Intro to Comparative Politics, Intro to International Relations, Sub-Saharan African Politics, Global Issues in Contemporary Politics, which is kind of a IR meets current events class. And then on top of my research and teaching, I also have over 8 years of experience doing, professional experience doing grants and fellowships advising. And so this is a big passion of mine. I'm a very competitive person. I love to win things. I love to win trivia. I love to win awards. And I love to help other people do those things too. And so grants and fellowships has been such a fun world for me to be in. It's really helped me advance my own career, allowing me to win grants. I've won things like the Boren, the Fulbright, USAID fellowships. And then in my professional capacity, I help other people do this too. And I really enjoy it. So I've worked with everything from Fulbright, both research and ETA, Truman, Marshall, Rhodes, Goldwater, Udall scholarships, Boren scholarships and fellowships. I've really run the gamut. CLSs, which are summer scholarships. I'll talk about a lot of these in future videos. But so I have all of this kind of expertise. I have the research, I have teaching, I have my interest in grants and fellowships advising. And as a faculty member, I am required to host office hours. And you can ask pretty much anyone, any faculty member on any campus anywhere, and they will tell you that office hours are not utilized by our students to their full potential. And there's a lot of reasons for this, right? So the first one obviously can just be that your calendar conflicts with mine. So you may very well want to come to my office, but you know, college students are really busy. I know this. I was one for a very long time, right? So you may be working, you may have classes that conflict with my set office hours, you may be volunteering, whatever it is, you just can't physically come to my office during the hours that I've set to do that. And that's fine. But I feel like larger than just not being able to come, there's a whole section of my students, of classes, that you just don't know you can come, or you don't know what you would do should you come. And the word that I've decided I'm gonna tag this video with something to do with bothering me, is because overwhelmingly, I kid you not, when students do come to my office hours, you will say one of three things. You'll start the conversation, you'll stand in my doorway and you'll say, "Am I bothering you?" Or, "Sorry to bother you, but," or, can I bother you for a second, right? You always use this word bother as if you think you're bothering me by coming to my office. And I'm here to tell you, number one, we are required to host office hours. Faculty are required to host these office hours for you, the students, to have access to us outside of the classroom. So you're not bothering me, you're literally making me do my job. That's what you're doing. I am here for you, I'm here to serve you. I set the office hours is number two. I set them aside as points in my week that I'm happy to have you come bother me. I invited you to my office. So there's no sense of you bothering me. I'm required to do this. I want to do this. And I set the time aside when it's convenient for me to do it. Now, sometimes things might come up, or you might come into my office and I'm with another student, or I might take an unexpected phone call. Those things happen, but you are not bothering me, and you should never feel like you have to leave my office. We'll just roll with it, right? You're here to make me do my job if you come to my office hours. So these two things together, this idea of students just can't make my office hours, or students just feeling like they don't know what to do if they'd come and they don't want to bother me, really has inspired me to want to launch this channel and have this resource for my students. So it's not just the 1% of my students in a class that have the time and have the energy, the initiative, and kind of the balls to come see me, right? It's the sense of, oh, I don't want to scare you, or I am nervous to go to your office. It's a scary place to be. You don't have to feel that way at all, okay? So I want to create kind of this YouTube channel to be a repository of videos that are all themed around things you could ask, advice you could get in my office. So I'm going to go through a host of topics with these videos. I'm going to do everything from what is a CV and how do I make one, to should I intern, should I even major in political science, I want to study abroad, I don't know how to fit it into my schedule, you know, what is comparative politics, what is international relations, why would I pick that as a track over American politics. I'd love to get to a point where maybe with this video, I'm even collaborating with some of my colleagues, whether it's in this department, political science and public admin, or in other departments, to just really put ourselves out there on the internet, available to students, and say, look, here's my office hours. Ask me questions. If you have ideas of videos you want me to do, let me know. Post in the comments, email me. I am open to making this as accessible for students as possible, as engaging for students as possible, and as helpful to my students as possible, not just the ones that can physically get to my office. Okay, so that's my plan here. Welcome to my virtual office. I've got a couple of videos already lined up that I'm going to be doing here quickly. And yeah, just feel free to comment below, ask me questions, and we'll see where this takes us. All right, thanks so much.